Hello everyone, welcome back to Agri Farming. Today we are back with how to grow vegetable in small spaces. Vegetable gardening is a practice of growing and cultivating vegetable plant as a part of horticulture which involves an active participation of growing vegetables. It is a labor-intensive and differ from farming. It is advisable because it nurtures us mentally and physically and favors benefits in improving health, healing, and act as de-stress. Now, let's get into a guide to small space vegetable gardening ideas and tips. The first is advantages of small space gardening. It keeps us healthy, it is cheap and it's very affordable, it is harvest fresh and eat fresh, it doesn't cause any hazard, and year-round production, no more per square foot. By following some simple techniques, you will be able to grow vegetable in reduced area. General considerations for growing vegetables is sunlight, growing media that is soil, water, nutrients that is fertilizer, and tools. Now, let's get into the vegetable seed selection in India. Almost any type of vegetable that will grow in typical backyard garden will also do well in small space you selected or in the containers you select. Vegetables which are ideally suited for growing in containers include tomatoes, peppers, brinjal, green onions, beans, peas, lettuce, squashes, radish, carrots, cabbages, cauliflower, kale, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, celery, parsley, amaranthus, cucumber, and many more. But usually, they require larger space because of their vining growth habit, that is, pumpkins and bottle gourd. Variety selection is one much important. Most of the varieties will also do well or perform good when planted in garden as well as in containers. Grow vegetable that usually takes up little space or crops that bear fruits over the period of time, such as tomatoes. Indeterminate tomato types may vary in length and bear fruits at every nodes and gives high yields. Dwarf crop plants often mature and bear fruits early, but do not produce a good healthy sized fruit. The amount of sunlight that your garden may receive will determine the types of crops to be grown. Roots and leaves crops can tolerate partial amount of shade. Fruits generally needs a day length or sunlight duration of more than 6 to 8 hours. Now, let's get into soil preparation for vegetable gardening in small spaces. The soil which is used for raising vegetable must have some common characteristics as a filling material. The soil must have the capacity to hold water and nutrients very well. The soil must be free from weeds and diseases which are more prone to growth of plants. Use clay soil or sandy loam soil which are in microscopic in nature and has a good retention of water and nutrients. If you use raised beds in your kitchen of 120 to 150 square meter area, make them in a separate lines with a length of your own convenience and height should be 15 centimeter. Plant accordingly in raised beds with soil and by regular turning out the beds, planting should be done in triangles which can afford high density. Now, let's see growing media for growing vegetables in small spaces. A good growing media must have sufficient moisture retaining capacity, porous in nature, good support, drainage, and must be free from other debris. The soil mixture in a ratio 1:2:1 ratio of FYM, red soil, and sand. You can also add soilless media such as sawdust, peat moss, perlite, vermiculite, etc. These are having light in weight, ideal pH, absorb high water holding capacity. They are used in ratio of 25% soil and 75% compost per 25% soilless media plus 25% soil and 50% compost. The next topic is container selection. Different types of containers are used for growing vegetable crops. For example, you can use pots, barrels, plastic milk jugs, plastic crates, plastic bottle and wooden boxes, etc. The size of the container will vary accordingly to the type of crop we select and the space available with us. Pots of size 5 to 10 inch size are much satisfactory for green onions and parsley lettuce. Other vegetables like tomatoes, chili, brinjal have to use size pots. Irrespective of the size or type of container used, adequate drainage is necessary for a selected good container, and the bottom of every container we use make sure the bottom of that container and pot is filled with sand or small stones for easy drainage. The good characteristics of container is that it should hold soil tightly. If you have a container which do not have any hole, then you can make a hole in the bottom of a selected container, leaving a sum of space 5 cm of regular discharge. The drainage holes are best located at side for the container. There are many different types of container based on uses such as clay or ceramic pots, wood, plastic and metal cans. Now, let's get into seedling and transplanting in small space vegetable gardening. The vegetable like tomato, brinjal, chili, onion, lettuce, celery, cabbage, etc. are suitable for raising in a pot trays and after a period of duration depend upon the crop they are transplanted. Other vegetables like peas, beans, cucurbits like cucumber, melon and some other squashes are directly sown in a suitable container or in an area in which you prefer to be sowing. The space of growing pattern must be in triangular motion to ensure optimum space for planting. Transplanting purpose seedlings are either directly purchased from local nurseries or else grown at our own home by using plastic pot trays, pan or pot. The next topic is fertilization of vegetable in small space vegetable gardening. The best method of adding fertilizers to plant in best growing containers is by mixing nutrient solution and pouring over soil mix. The basic requirement may be completed by the basal dose of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. There are many other commercial fertilizers available in the market and utilize them as per the label mentioned on it. Also use water-soluble fertilizer containing iron, zinc, boron, manganese, etc. Do not add more than recommended dose of fertilizer since they may cause the plants to burn and kill the plants. The next point is irrigation of vegetables in small space vegetable gardening. The plants need to be watered carefully and the nutrient solution is made available in early growth of the plants. The frequency of the irrigation may vary from one crop to another, usually once a day is admitted. However, poor drainage will make rot and slowly kill the plants, therefore maintaining proper drainage facilities to ensure a better healthy plant. Vegetable plant care is a very important topic. Protect the plants from very high heat caused by sun scorching by adjusting it under a shade net construction so that it may protect the plants from sun, a sort of rain and wind. Some plants require training, pruning, etc. and weeding is a very much important plant care. The next is plant vegetable disease. Vegetables grown in containers can be attacked by various types of diseases that are common to any vegetable gardening. Plants should be regularly inspected at the foliage and at the base of the stem. Fundamental things for plant care is first, the seeds are treated before sowing with some fungicides. Seed treatment with thiram and captan at the rate of 2 to 3 gram per kg is advised. For bacterial infection, use Pseudomonas and Streptococcus. For biocontrol and organically, use Trichoderma at the rate of 3 to 4 gram per kg. The next is plant vegetable insects. Plants should be periodically noticed on foliage and fruit or shoot feeding insects. It's better suggestible to use neem oil spray as biocontrol agent. They can be applied in every regular intervals of 15 days at the dose of 5 ml per liter of water. Now, the last but not the least topic for today's video is harvesting of vegetables. Harvest the vegetable at their peak stage of maturity when vegetables are matured and full flavor and color develops. This will maximum and makes excellent taste for immediate harvested fruits and tender green beans and peas and crispy lettuce and other leafy vegetables. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to this channel and please ring the bell button to notify you whenever new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching.